I've always had this strange obsession for coffee. I'm not sure why, to be honest. Maybe it's the fact that it's the feeling of the hot liquid going down my throat into my stomach. Or maybe it's the fact that it warms me to the bone. Oh, moving on, however, I sat at a table, drinking my cup of coffee. God, I love my job, I thought to myself, with a nice grin on my face and a cup of coffee in my right hand. I glanced across the table to my friend. If you're not going to drink your coffee, why did you ask me to make some? He kept silent, a blank look in his eye as he stared at me. I shrugged. Oh well, more for me. I reached across the table and slid the mug of coffee in front of me. I took one more long sip of my own cup, finishing it off in one large gulp. I returned to the paper in front of me, sketching a few things in while moving on to the cup I had taken from him. I yawned deeply into my left sleeve, pausing my writing for only that. I frowned when I looked back up to my friend. David was his name, from what I recall. I glanced over to the TV in the kitchen, listening to the news anchor with "Breaking news! This just in, another body has been found." I frowned. The body was found late last night, flowing down the little river. It had multiple lacerations and the word fear, with the number 3 replacing the E, carved into its stomach. Police are yet to learn any further information. This has been Action News reporting to you live. I sighed after the newscast ended, looking over to David a bit tiredly. It appears they've found my work, David. It's only a matter of time till they find you, I suppose. I got up and walked over to the lifeless, pale body. It had a smooth laceration, nearly surgical along the throat area. I believe it severed the carotid artery. I peeled his shirt off while sliding the butcher knife from one of the nearby drawers. I then slid on my gas mask and brought the knife upon his stomach, as usual, beginning to carve TH3 into his stomach. This warm blood was splattering across my shirt. Yes, I think I severed multiple veins. My gloves had blood practically painted on them when I stabbed the bloody butcher knife back into the wood table, letting it stick. And I adjusted my mask with my gloved hand and made my way out the back door. So I sprinted into the woods behind his house, while reaching for my cell phone. I dialed 911. Oh, I just thought of a marvelous plan.
911, what's your emergency?
I responded in my, tired voice. Yes, I'd like to report a supposed murder, as it were.
Okay, and, where is this murder taking place, sir?
Where would the fun be in that? Come on, you gotta have a little fun. Have to do a little bit of a goose chase, as it were. I turned around and whipped the phone towards the house. It wasn't far, so I only hit the grass in the backyard when I turned around and ran towards the trees. The next day I drove by the house. Cops were still there, examining the crime scene further for who knows what reason. They'd be looking for me, no doubt. But that would just add on to the fun. God, I love my job, I thought to myself as I drove towards the highway, to get out of this place, for now.